The All-Blades, a gift from the Assassin's Guild that helped me after I came back from the dead. They only work against magic and draw their power from my soul. Nice gift, eh? So I'd better make this quick. She loves you, you idiot. Why can't you understand she's just trying to save you?
Why can't you understand? I'm trying to save this world from itself!
Yeah, a regular humanitarian.
Shut up and die!
Nah to both.
Anyone who hurts Bizarro's friends gets hurt even more!
You know how I'm always telling you not to hit people so hard?
Yup, me remember.
This one time, forget it.
No science is stronger than the will of Ra! Did you really believe you could stop a goddess?
We were wrong, Aquila. A warrior doesn't choose her weapon. It chooses her.
Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my review of Red Hood and the Outlaws, Who is Artemis? So a couple weeks ago, I kind of started opening up what is on our Patreon weekly polls. Now people can start picking stuff like complete arcs for me to review, as well as origins and bios and top 10s. One of the first to win was Red Hood and the Outlaws, Who is Artemis? And then I read the comic and wasn't sure really what to cover. We're gonna start doing about 10% of any given story, so that can mean a whole fight scene or the basics of the plot. This time I chose to go with a big climatic fight scene because I felt like it best represents what is good about this story. And it's a pretty great story overall, kind of delving into the past of Artemis, while also just being this interesting little adventure for Red Hood and the Outlaws. It's a fun comic, and one that I quite enjoyed. Out of all of the series in Rebirth, I would say Red Hood and the Outlaws is the one that has most improved on its time from New 52. Looking at a comic that always kind of did some questionable decisions and wasn't really good to the fun that is Red Hood and the Outlaws in Rebirth, there's a big jump in quality, and I've been really liking this series. The art is nicely done, but the best part is the story. Reducing the size of this team to 3 members, each of whom are kind of cast-offs from the main trinity of DC heroes, that's an interesting choice, and it's led to a lot more focus within the story. By only having 3 characters, there's a bit more time for each of them to do something in each story. Red Hood is dealing with a crazy coincidence that might not be entirely coincidental, where he runs into the place that he died, where Joker captured him and beat him half to death and then blew him up. So he has a very interesting arc and stuff to deal with. Bizarro sort of runs into the people and ends up kind of becoming their savior. His part of the story is lightest out of everyone, but it's a good part, and, you know, a character like this doesn't need a lot of development. He's just fun to have around. Then we get into Artemis, who, like the Red Hood, has to confront her past here. It's a simple story for her, but not really what's interesting here. In spite of the comic being called Who is Artemis, the best part is just having this team work together and confront things within themselves, but mostly them just kicking ass and having some fun with it. And that's great. This comic and this series strikes the tone that I think last year's Suicide Squad movie was going for and didn't quite hit. I liked Suicide Squad, but it fell a little short of what I think they're going for here. We have a comic with characters that are dark and edgy, which more or less fits that tone, but it's pretty laid back too. By not taking itself so seriously, the grit works well, and it becomes a very fun comic and an easy read. I liked and would recommend Red Hood and the Outlaws, and Who is Artemis in particular. Like most of Rebirth, it's fun and you can't go wrong with this series, and if you're interested in these characters, you could do a lot worse. So thanks for watching. Thanks to Ali Furo for doing some voice work for me, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.